What is going on, everyone? It's Badger here, or at least my life model decoy. Make sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. So, if you haven't been paying attention to the whole Gina Carano thing, or if you have been following it since its inception, it's frustrating because there's just been a lot of lies thrown around, and finally, just this announcement of a lawsuit is a victory in and of itself. That finally, oh man, the discovery is going to be good. That being said, we're all having a lot of fun covering it, enjoying it. Gary made a video, which I still have to watch. Here's the drinker. Let us see what the drinker has to say about what I think is an overall win.
One of the problems with hiring strong, independent women to work at your company instead of the usual assemblage of soft, entitled, like-minded corporate drones that have never had an original thought in their entire lives is that they don't always think, say, or do the things that you want them to. Case in point, Gina Carano, a former women's MMA fighter turned actor who was brought in to play Cara Dune on The Mandalorian. And at first, all seemed well. The show was a success and Carano's character soon became a fan favourite. Unfortunately, she began to ruffle feathers behind the scenes at Disney Lucasfilm by refusing to spout the same politically acceptable talking points as everyone else at the company.
Yeah, they want a strong female character, as long as the actress falls in line with their political beliefs. I mean, we finally had a female character that was beating up men and no one was complaining. Made complete sense. Wasn't enough.
And even dared to express some conservative political views at times.
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
Now, a sensible person would have accepted that a company as large and diverse as Disney is likely to attract people from a wide range of backgrounds, worldviews, and political leanings, just like their own audience, in fact. Because, you know, the real world isn't a liberal arts campus where everyone has exactly the same opinions about everything. Or else. Unfortunately, Disney seems to be staffed mostly by people for whom the idea of different viewpoints is as terrifying.
That's what we've been living. That right there. That's what we've been living with. Their brains all broke. Trump broke everyone, and we've never recovered now. And look, this is the state, the absolute state, a bunch of meltdowns. And now anyone that says they have any conservative leanings, oh my God, you think they're the worst person, and then you justify doing the worst things to them. You should really look inside yourselves.
As hard work and personal accountability, and so the moment she began to question the message, Carano basically had a target on her back, and it was only a matter of time before someone took the shot. That time finally came in February 2021, when a social media post commenting on the political division in America saw her booted from the company and publicly ostracized. Just another victim of cancel culture, I guess. Sorry, consequence culture. Now, just to be clear, do I think she expressed herself in the best way possible? Nope.
I do. If you actually read the damn tweet that she didn't even write, she reposted, and it said in World War II, before the Yahtzees were able to do anything, they turned the population on each other. Well, boy, are we turned on each other now. People literally think that half of the country is a Yahtzee. That's pretty turned on each other. It's almost like Gina Carano was exactly correct.
Was it a poorly judged remark that left her open to misrepresentation? Yup. Would I have done something like...
And again, drinker, you should know better. It wasn't a remark. It was a tweet that she reposted from someone else. But even the tweet was just worded fine if you have any sort of reading comprehension or goodwill. But that's the point. They had no goodwill. They willfully misunderstood and just outright lied about what she was trying to say.
That? No fucking way. But it seems that being a victim doesn't come all that easily to her, and last night she confirmed on Twitter that she's filing a lawsuit for wrongful dismissal and defamation against Disney with the help of Elon Musk's lawyers, no less. And the thing is, I think she's probably gonna win. See, on the face of it, Disney were actually entitled to fire her. They're a private company after all, and they're free to hire or dismiss employees as they see fit. The devil, though, is in the detail, and this is where it gets kind of interesting. See, it turns out that Gina wasn't the only one sharing divisive and inflammatory political content on social media.
That was a good scene that I see why the drinker just put in.
No matter how well-intentioned it might have been, actors like Pedro Pascal were doing exactly...
Bro, and here's the thing. Pedro was saying the worst shit. Mark Hamill, oh my God, if you look at his Twitter, what he says.
Exactly the same thing and totally getting away with it. The only difference being which...
There it is again. Look at that. And a lot of you believe this. A lot of you actually believe this, and you ask yourself, where's the divisiveness coming from? If you really think that half of America is this
side of the political divide they came from. I guess they really do embrace every form of diversity except the ones that actually matter. The other issue is the manner of her firing. See, when companies make public announcements about high-profile departures, they're usually very carefully worded to be as bland and neutral as possible. Something along the lines of, after careful consideration, Lucasfilm have decided to part ways with Gina Carano, effective immediately. We wish her success in her future endeavors. Would have been the correct way to handle it. There's a reason these statements are worded like this, and it's got nothing to do with optics. It's to avoid potential defamation lawsuits further down the line, because the moment you attack someone's character or motivations in public, you leave yourself wide open to retaliation. But it seems like Lucasfilm just couldn't help themselves. It wasn't enough just to fire her, they had to make an example out of her. And so instead, what we got was, Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Now, for all
shame on them.
Seriously, that escalation, that right there is what will win her. It is defamation. And then they went on and dragged her through the mud continuously. And the best part about that, since the internet is forever, it's all right there. It's all right there on Twix to see what they said and how they said it.
We know this post might have been written by some low-level PR intern fresh out of a gender studies degree at Portland University who just so happened to have access to the company's social media account that day, but it doesn't matter. The moment it comes from an official channel within the company, it becomes the company's official line, and the only way to undo it is to issue a public retraction and a full apology, neither of which they actually bothered to do. Not only did they apply their own rules unequally and discriminate against her because of her political opinions, but they also made defamatory comments about her intentions in a public setting.
And fun fact, they also told her to unsubscribe from Geeks and Gamers. Hail the 199, by the way.
And well, that's not the kind of thing you can expect to get away with. So what happens now? Well, if I had to take a guess, I'd say they'll probably try to settle out of court, and the most likely result's going to be an apology and financial compensation. Because let's be honest, if this case actually did go to trial, then Disney would be forced to hand over their internal communications relating to the case, and I'm willing to...
The discovery on this case, when they go and see the private emails of Bob Chapek and all these little gremlins and what they did, the conspiracies, you will see an actual conspiracy, not where interests align, but a formal, actual, in writing, we are going to wreck this bitch conspiracy that will come out, guaranteed. I hope, I can't wait.
To bet there's a lot of dirty laundry they'd rather the public didn't get to see.
Give it all.
I mean, I guess they could offer to bring her back into the Mandalorian as some kind of consolation prize, but honestly, that sounds a bit like teasing a job opportunity on the Titanic.
Gina doesn't need Star Wars.
Appealing at first,
Star Wars
but it's not going to do you any favors in the long run. Either way, though, the fact is that a major scandal like this couldn't possibly have come at a worse time for Disney, who are already reeling from a disastrous 2023, a string of high-profile box office flops, plummeting revenue, and now a possible takeover bid from Nelson Peltz and Elon Musk, if the latest rumors are to be believed. I mean, let's be real here. Elon's made no secret of his attitude towards Bob Iger.
Go fuck yourself.
And Nelson Peltz is now actively buying up shares to get access to seats on the Disney boards. Combine that with the fact that the two men were seen in public together for the first time recently, and this loaded comment from Elon himself.
I'm just here with friends, thinking about companies to acquire. What?
If Disney is a citadel, all of these Gina's a nuke. Everything else are going to be shell strikes against the outside perimeter of this citadel. And once it has just been in tatters from all the inevitable lawsuits on top of the lawsuits there. Remember the 9,000 women suing Disney? You remember I did a story about it. Yeah. So on top of all of that, on top of all of their failing movies and their flop busters, then Elon, he walks right up with all the rubble and goes, okay, I guess I'll buy this now. And then he actually builds back better and he decanonizes. This is my wet dream of a fantasy world, but it could happen. Right, Elon?
Oh.
And the fact that Elon's now financing Carano's lawsuit against the company.
Not just hers.
If you can't draw a picture from this, I don't know what to tell you, man. Either way, it doesn't exactly bode well for Bob Iger's chances of holding on to his job. And you know what? I'm totally here for it. You reap what you sow at the end of the day, and it turns out that Disney have sown a lot of shit in recent years. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
I will go away. I will go away. But that was great. Let me talk to you for a second. Ooh, not that much. Okay. I really hope he buys Disney. Despite what you think about Elon Musk personally, we don't have anyone else on our side. Just him taking over Twitter changed that landscape dramatically with the censorship and has allowed this all to happen. If he does it with Disney, we might actually get good movies again within the decade. We might save this upcoming generation and give them something, because right now, not looking good. But let me know what you think about Drinker, about Elon Musk, Gina. Are you happy about this? Did you believe all these lies and now you're feeling like a bit dumb that you believed all these lies? Do you still believe these lies? And what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Nothing about anything she said was anti-Semitic or wrong or denigrating anyone. Beep, bop, boop. And if you're going to play that route, well, these are repercussions. Okay, fine. Why wasn't Pedro Pascal fired for saying arguably worse things? Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you've done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And, well,
bye.